A bill just passed the House of Representatives, and almost nobody is talking about what it really means. On the surface, it looks innocent. Congress wants to change a few words in your Social Security documents. Just terminology, just labels. Nothing to worry about, right? But here's what they're not telling you. The last time Congress changed Social Security terminology, they used it to raise the full retirement age from 65 to 67. And millions of Americans never saw it coming. Their retirement plans, built over decades, had to be completely rewritten overnight. Today I'm going to show you exactly what H.R. 5284 does, why the word changes matter more than you think, and what it could mean for your retirement check, permanently. Because when Washington changes the language, your money is usually the next thing that changes. The bill is called the Claiming Age Clarity Act, H.R. 5284. It passed the House in December 2025 and is now sitting in the Senate, waiting for a vote. The stated goal is simple: help Americans make better decisions about when to claim Social Security by using clearer language. Here's what it proposes. First, rename early eligibility age, currently age 62, to minimum monthly benefit age. The idea is that calling it the minimum makes it clearer that you'll receive less money if you claim at that age. Second, rename full retirement age, currently 67 for most people, to standard monthly benefit age. And third, rename the age 70 delayed retirement credit to maximum monthly benefit age, the age where your check reaches its highest possible value. Sounds reasonable, right? The argument is that clearer language helps people make better decisions, and that part is actually true. About 23% of Americans claimed Social Security at 62 in 2023, taking a permanent 30% cut in their monthly benefit. Many of them didn't fully understand what they were agreeing to, so on the surface, this looks like consumer protection. But here's where I want you to slow down and really think about this. Because the words Congress chooses are never accidental. Language is a tool, and in Washington, it's one of the most powerful tools there is. Right now, your full retirement age is 67. That's the age where you receive 100% of your benefit. It used to be 65. Congress raised it quietly decades ago. Most Americans didn't realize it happened until it was already law. Now imagine the new terminology is in place. Your full retirement age is no longer called full retirement age. It's called standard monthly benefit age. Congress wants to raise it from 67 to 68, or 69, or 70. Under the old terminology, every headline would read, "Congress raises full retirement age again." People would be outraged. Phone lines at Congress would be ringing. Under the new terminology, Congress adjusts the standard benefit age. Same exact change, completely different public reaction. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is how language shapes policy. And it has happened before, right here, with Social Security. If this video is opening your eyes to something important, hit that like button right now and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. Every week, we break down exactly what Washington is doing with your Social Security before it's too late to act. Now let's keep going. The timing of this bill also matters, because Americans are already working longer than ever before. The percentage of Americans retired between ages 60 and 64 dropped from 41% to just 32% in a little over a decade. We are already retiring later. More people are being pushed to keep working, and this bill could make that permanent. And here's the number that should stop you cold. Our healthy life expectancy in the United States is just 66.1 years. That is the average age at which health problems begin to significantly limit daily life. Think about what that means. If the retirement age is raised to 68 or 70, millions of Americans will spend their final healthy years still working, not traveling, not with their families, working. Raising the retirement age doesn't just delay your check. For millions of Americans, it eliminates healthy retirement entirely. And renaming the ages makes that change much, much easier to pass without resistance. Now let's talk real numbers, because this affects decisions you may be making right now. Under current rules, if you claim at 62, you receive 70% of your full benefit, permanently. If you claim at 67, 100%. And if you wait until 70, you receive 124% of your full benefit, every single month, for life. The average Social Security benefit in January 2025 was just under $2,000 per month. The maximum for someone retiring at full retirement age in 2025 was just over $4,000. The difference between claiming at 62 versus 70 on a $2,000 average benefit is roughly $1,080 per month. That's nearly $13,000 per year, every year, for the rest of your life. Here's what most online calculators get wrong. They assume you earn zero return on the benefits you receive early. But if you invest that early money, even conservatively at 4% to 5%, the break-even point between claiming early and claiming late shifts dramatically. At 5% returns, the difference between claiming at 62 versus 67 becomes nearly negligible until your late 80s. So when does waiting make sense? If your family has strong longevity, parents or grandparents living into their 90s, waiting maximizes your lifetime income. Social Security is essentially government-guaranteed longevity insurance. The longer you live, the more waiting pays off. When does claiming early make sense? If your health history suggests a shorter lifespan, or if claiming early allows you to retire during your healthy and active years, that math changes completely. A few extra years of healthy retirement may be worth far more than a larger check starting at 70. The point is, this decision is yours to make, but only if you understand the real numbers, and only if the goalposts don't move while you're planning. That's exactly why HR 5284 deserves your attention. Not because the name change is the problem, but because of what the name change makes possible next. HR 5284 passed the House, but faces opposition in the Senate. Senator Ron Wyden has indicated he will object, not because the terminology change itself is harmful, but because there is no funding attached. Updating all SSA materials, websites, forms, and systems is estimated to cost between $8 and $12 million. And the SSA is already dealing with significant staff cuts and customer service backlogs. So where does this leave you right now? The bill may pass, it may not. But the conversation it has started about retirement ages, about terminology, about who controls the language of your benefits, that conversation is happening in Washington right now. And history tells us that when Washington starts changing the words, the numbers are usually next. The Americans who pay close attention to these changes before they become law are the ones who protect their retirement income. They adjust their plans early. They make decisions with full information. The ones who don't pay attention, they find out when it's too late to change anything. Here's my bottom line on HR 5284. The terminology change itself may be harmless, or even genuinely helpful for people who don't understand the claiming age system. But the infrastructure it creates, renaming the ages, removing the word full from full retirement age, makes future changes to your retirement timeline significantly easier to pass without public resistance. Watch this one closely. And if you haven't seen our last video on what the WEP elimination means for government workers, Teachers, firefighters, police officers. That's another major social security change that millions of people still don't know about. I'll leave the link right here. What do you think? Is Congress genuinely trying to help retirees understand their benefits? Or are they setting the stage for something bigger? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one. See you in the next video.